Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And today we're going to talk about, I was asked, which is the best catch animation? It's still, to me, in my opinion, it's still the secure catch because it does so much, you know. It's still the best animation in order to avoid, the knockout. But it's not just that anymore. I know that's kind of what we gotten used to over the years, is it just kind of gets down, you know, we catch it and just go straight to the ground. You know, as my homeboy says, kind of like you got shot. I'm like, no. But, no, you can do a lot with it. You know, mix it with the high ball, you know, or a high trajectory kind of pass if you can get your guy in a really good position. I like more so like the jumping animations that you can do with it now. You can break the animation where you can keep running sometimes, you know, if you're paying attention like I wasn't there. Because a lot of times people are going to go for the pick, you know, and instead of getting the knockout, yeah, they're just going to go off into that pick animation. And then, yeah, if they miss you, a lot of times they'll let you just kind of keep running, you know, if you can pull yourself out of it real quick. Still, in traffic, it's still the best catch animation in traffic, especially you mix it with the strong hands mechanic, which is just holding, we're going for the catch on time, but holding the catch through the contact, you know, until you get to the ground or whatever. But again, yeah, anytime I'm in traffic, I'm generally going to be using that secure catch combination, you know, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether I'm going from aggressive to secure or secure really quickly back to aggressive to try to get my feet down, as I did in that situation. Like I said, the jumping animations, especially that one right there, where, you know, you can use that high ball, get it over the underneath defender, and then catch it, go straight up and down. Man, it is very effective. I won a lot of games just using that. But sometimes, I think generally for the most part now, I'm going to use it always around the end lines. It really does a good job of helping you get your feet down. To me, though, honestly, I think the rack catch animation this year might be more important. But to me, the secure catch is still the best animation because it does so much. But the rack catch animation, because so many offenses are based around the drags and the cheat motions and all that kind of stuff. That's a really good case right there of me breaking the animation and then just, you know, coming down and getting myself into a situation to keep running. A lot of times it does slow you down if you do break the catch animation, but again, a lot of times, sometimes it'll give you the exact animation that you need, you know, for the situation that you're in, just like in that case where he jumps up and just makes the catch. In traffic, like I said, it's just a must in traffic. It just seems like when you go for the aggressive catch in traffic, the guy just hangs in the air for that extra second, and anytime you get hit, the ball is automatically coming out. With the secure catch animation, if you mix it again with the strong hands, you know, take the ball, squeeze the button out all the way to the ground, then yeah, a lot of times you will, if you know your receiver's good enough, you will hang on to it. But like I said, now it's just possible. I did it again right there. It's possible to break the animation to a point where you're gonna actually just be able to keep running. But right here, I think what happened was I went up for it and the guy hit me, and I was thinking that I got that, you know, I was tackled. And turns out, yeah, that little chuck right there. So I was thinking he was going to the ground. I think I stopped paying attention. Like, watch me stop when I take off, I stop because I wasn't paying attention. But nah, it sometimes, man, if you have a really like agile receiver or something, man, they'll do some crazy stuff. I think that's probably my favorite. I mean, like, that animation right there is crazy. You don't see that too often, whatever that means. But you'll see it, but it's like, man, it has to almost be like the perfect storm. You have to go up just right to get that super high animation. I mean, it does help that that's Plaxico, but you know what I'm saying? But again, to get your feet down, it's definitely the best animation, especially, when you're fooling around with those inlines and, you're in the end zone and in those situations where you're going to have to try to get your feet down, or at least, try to keep your feet in bounds in some capacity. But it's like when you click on, if you go up aggressive, you know what I'm saying? You can you can be on the aggressive catch when you go up, but you can be on the secure catch, as you go and finish the process to the ground. And a lot of good stuff can happen right there. And so, you see right there, that's another case of me going up, starting to go up aggressive and then changing it to secure. And you can do this at any time during while the ball's in the air. You can do it, right after the throw and before the catch. You can do it as the catch is being made. So any combination of doubling your catch animations, you just have to see kind of what works for you. But I'm telling you, that secure catch is a monster. Especially if you have the right receivers to get it done, man. You can do some serious damage in the curls, the comebacks, the deep streaks and the fades and all that stuff, because the leverage is, like I said, if you can get your receiver isolated and you know how to take advantage of the leverage, then once the animation occurs, it's almost like it's like out of the defensive back's hands at this point. It's just a matter of, all right, is he gonna catch the ball and is he gonna be able to hang on through the whatever the contact is. Man, y'all better go get that new modifier video. Y'all see it. I'm telling you, it is no joke out here, man. Anyway, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Hit me up, man. It's your boy Coach. I'm out.